गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन, गुड मॉर्निंग। तो भी मेरा थोड़ा टेढ़ा है, पता नहीं, नई कैप है। हेलो हेलो, कैसे हैं आप सब लोग? वेलकम बैक टू द लाइव स्ट्रीम। जेमी ऑल्टर हियर वंस अगेन ऑन द लाइव स्ट्रीम, ब्रॉट टू यू बाय डैफ न्यूज। करारा जवाब दोस्तों, करारा जवाब मिला राशिद खान से। जो लोग कह रहे थे कि शायद राजस्थान की बैटिंग, सॉरी, राशिद खान की बैटिंग नहीं चल रही है, क्यों नहीं चल रहे हैं वो भाई? समय की बात है जब ऐसे बड़े छक्के लगाने वाले बैट्समैन जो कि टॉप ऑलराउंडर हैं, वो चल जाए। और कल देखो, गिल ने पारी संभाला, मतलब विकेट्स गिरते रहे, रन रेट बहुत आगे बढ़ चुका था। गिल ने बेहतरीन 70-75 रन मारे। वंस अगेन राहुल तेवाटिया, स्टिल आई बिलीव ही रिमेन्स अंडररेटेड। भले ही गेंद कम खेलते हैं, लेकिन बहुत बहुत चांसेस हैं कि राहुल तेवाटिया का बल्ला चल जाए। कल भी उन्होंने बेहतरीन स्ट्राइक रेट से एक कैमियो दिया, ताकि राजस्थान आखिरी ओवर में सिर्फ 15 जीते। 2 दिन पहले भी सौ के जयदेव उनadkat had 29 to defend and he went for 26 yesterday. I mean, that was just brilliant hitting in those final 2 overs. आखिरी ओवर में तिवाटिया 2 लेने के चक्कर में रन आउट हुए, निराश थे। कैमरा kept zooming on him, पर आई सेड बॉस, आजकल के टाइम पे एक बॉल पे 4 रन, एक बॉल पे 2 रन, ये तो चुटकी में चिपकाए वाली बात हो गई। एंड श्योर इनफ, Rashid Khan, come at the hour, come at the man. Rashid Khan stood up and he slapped that ball over point. I didn't expect the match to go down to the wire. I thought Rajasthan Royals, despite their big guns not working yesterday in terms of Bolt, Ashwin, not doing well, I thought, yeah, Avesh Khan ने अच्छी bowling करी इस आईपीएल में, हो सके संभाल लेंगे। लेकिन जब 15 रन आए थे, मैंने अपनी वाइफ से कहा था, मैंने कहा 15 रन तो आजकल, यार हम तो 20-25 रन ओवर देख रहे हैं आखिरी ओवर में। 15 रन इस बार तो आवेश डिफेंड नहीं कर पाएगा, और वही हुआ। थ्रिलिंग विन, आई बिलीव कि आईपीएल की अगर हम बात करें, सिर्फ आईपीएल की, तो ऐसे मैचेस होने चाहिए। आईपीएल इज entertaining cricket. It's franchise cricket. It's fun cricket. Let's not get into low scores. Let's not do those kind of Murray wickets we saw in Chennai the other day. Let's go for these kind of matches. Not 250, not 275। ऐसे मैच जहां 180, 190, 200 कभी कभार डिफेंड करने में मुश्किल हो बैटिंग वाली टीम के लिए। आई एम ऑल फॉर इट। Good to see Rashid Khan come back. Good to see Gujarat finally do something. I have reservations about how far I think they can go in this tournament. But राजस्थान रॉयल्स 4 मैच जीते, कल उनका दिन नहीं था। आखिरी 2 ओवर काफी खराब थे। सैमसन से कल पूछा गया, where did you lose this match? Ian Bishop asked, and he said that last over, 15 runs. You thought on any other day, a bowler like Avesh Khan, two matches ago, he was brilliant when he had to defend runs. Against who was it? RCB, I think it was. Yeah. So, but ठीक है, उस दिन जयदेव उनadkat का दिन नहीं था ऑलमोस्ट। कल अवेश खान का दिन नहीं था, बट ठीक है यार, कितना मैच जीतेंगे यार राजस्थान वाले? 5-0 थोड़ा ज्यादा हो जाता है वो। बट डेफिनेटली राजस्थान रॉयल्स स्टिल एट द टॉप ऑफ द टेबल। 4 जीत, 1 हार। I still have them going all the way into the playoffs. They're too good. I still don't see Gujarat Titans going into the playoffs. They don't have the batting. There's just not enough support for Shubman Gill. दे जस्ट हैव टू मेनी एंकर्स। कल अच्छी बात थी कि गुजरात ने थोड़े से बदलाव किए, थोड़े चेंजेस किए। मैथ्यू वेड इज अ गुड चॉइस, अभिनव मनोहर इज अ गुड चॉइस। बस विजय शंकर को भी कहीं से बाहर कर दो तो अच्छा होगा। दे जस्ट हैव टू मेनी एंकर्स, एंड यस्टरडे लुक, द एंकर्स डिडंट वर्क यस्टरडे। हु वर्कड? द फौलादी प्लेयर्स, द राशिद खान्स, द राहुल तेवाटियास। एंकर की जरूरत आपको नहीं है, और अफसोस की बात है कि जस्ट टू मेनी एंकर्स इन गुजरात बैटिंग लाइनअप। राजस्थान रॉयल्स क्या कहें, बटलर एक बार फिर से नहीं चले, 3 मैच में नहीं चले। एक ने 100 मारे, कल नहीं चले। जायसवाल 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 वर्ल्ड कप जाएंगे, T20 वर्ल्ड कप जाएंगे, बट जो इनका फॉर्म है, ही माइट नॉट बी एन ऑटोमेटिक पिक एनी मोर। आई स्टिल थिंक ही विल बाउंस बैक, टाइम है उनके पास। पर शुभमन गिल का जो फॉर्म है, सडनली शुभमन गिल लुक्स लाइक दैट सेकंड ओपनर अलोंग साइड रोहित शर्मा। देखते हैं, बहुत बहुत है बात करने के लिए आई T20 वर्ल्ड कप से पहले। फिलहाल मैं कॉफी पीता हूँ, फिर मैं आपके सवाल जवाब पे आता हूँ। कुमार कनिष्क कह रहे हैं, the match was lost in 18-19 over when RR went Ashwin instead of bowling experience bowled, and they gave 6 extra 19 as RR forgot they still required 2 more wickets to win. Yeah, that was the first real blunder Sanju Samson has made so far in the IPL. Um, yeah, with both there again, we've seen पहले कई मैचेस में संजू सैमसन के पास ऑप्शन था बोल्ट के पास जाने का आखिरी ओवर के लिए, लेकिन उन्होंने आवेश खान को दिया। आवेश खान has done the job so far. Um, maybe with 15 runs, you thought किसी और को देना चाहिए, but ठीक है, he's been doing the job. I don't think they'll be too rattled because RR, unlike many other teams, have so much going for them. No real batting problems, no evident bowling problems. They were 4-0 before yesterday's match. और कल का मैच 4-5 रन यहाँ वहाँ होते, they'd be 5-0 and we'd all been saying कि भाई ये टीम टॉप की है. अभी भी मानता हूँ कि टॉप की टीम है ये. एक आध मैच हार जाएंगे तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. यार कल 4-5 सवाल आए थे फिक्स्ड होने पे. आई हैव नॉट हर्ड एनीथिंग दैट सजेस्ट दैट एनीथिंग इज फिक्स्ड. गौरव इज सेइंग ट्रैश बॉलिंग. बिल्कुल सही है. एंड लाइक यू पुट द बॉलिंग आइकॉन, दैट वाज अ it didn't even hit the stumps. It went into the gutter so for a spare. कल की मैच की वजह से फिक्सिंग वाली थ्री को बल मिलता है. मैं बोल्ट को लास्ट ओवर क्यों नहीं दिया? वो अभी तो मैंने वही कहा था ना कि इससे पहले भी 2 मैच में बोल्ट को नहीं दिया आखिरी ओवर संजू सैमसन ने, और उस दिन आवेश खान ने काम कर दिया. लुक एट दैट मैच 2 मैचेस अगो. आवेश खान बोल्ड अ ब्रिलियंट लास्ट ओवर, जिसके बाद से मैंने कहा भी एक लाइव स्ट्रीम पर कि अगर बंदा उस ओवर में वो बंदे ने 5 यॉर्कर मारे तो इट्स नॉट लाइक वो रातों रात खराब बॉलर हो गए. 2 दिन पहले जब गिल के बजाय सैमसन ने आवेश खान को uh, over the and he bowled 5 Yorkers, then we're all praising him. So let's not get into fixing theories based on one match like that. यदि हर मैच में 4 मैच में सैमसन आवेश खान को नहीं दे रहे थे, एक में बोल्ट एक में सैमसन, then we could talk about fixing and all. But why are we talking about fixing? आवेश खान कल के मैच से पहले was bowling brilliant death overs. एक मैच में गंदी बॉलिंग करी. इसमें फिक्सिंग से क्या लेने देना? ये तो मेरे समझ से बाहर है भाई. Gill losing his composure felt too much. He needs to control. No, Kumar Kanish. I was very critical of Gill in the previous match where he batted 20 overs and got 89 runs while facing 48 balls. मेरे हिसाब से अगर गिल के स्टैचर का इंसान 20 ओवर खेल कर सिर्फ 89 रन बना रहे हैं, that is very odd. That is where I have suspicions. कल गिल ने कहा कि भाई, लाइक आई सेड, उस टीम में इतने एंकर्स हैं कि ये प्लेऑफ्स तक नहीं पहुंच पाएंगे. गिल जस्ट लाइक विराट कोहली, इनकी मजबूरी है कि भाई हमें 20 ओवर खेलने पड़ेंगे. लेकिन गिल जब 20 ओवर खेलते हैं तो वो 100 नहीं, वो 90 रन मारते. कल अच्छी बात थी कि ही वाज स्टेपिंग आउट एंड ही वाज अटैकिंग. गिल कल वो 70 रन नहीं मारते तो ये टीम बहुत पहले से निपट जाती एंड आरआर फाइव would be 5-0. Gill had no option because Chahal was bowling out. It was his last over. Chahal kal bahut expensive sabit rahe. He was attacking Chahal and he just got 2 boundaries. So I'm not going to go after Gill yesterday because his strike rate was 165. That's very good for someone like Gill. And the point is, Gill did not want to bat 20 overs and get 90 not out and see his team fail again. Gill failed in that match. It was against किसके सामने वो मैच था? पंजाब. गिल ने 20 ओवर करके बैटिंग करके बहुत खराब पारी खेली. He didn't get them across the line. Yesterday he was trying to do it. अब चहल भी चहल है. चहल, I wouldn't say he lost his concentration because 2 balls before that he just driven the ball and cut the ball. So let's be a bit more understanding of the bigger picture when we see why someone is out like that. I frankly have no issue with Gill's innings yesterday. Gill's innings yesterday was match winning. Gill's 89 not out when he raised his bat after 20 overs, that was not match winning. If I were a GT fan, I would any day take yesterday's Gill's innings over the one where he batted 20 overs and then as he was walking off he's raising his bat. मैंने कहा भी एक लाइव शो पे कि उस दिन के मैच में जब वो पूरे 20 ओवर खेल के only 48 balls out of 120, shocking, criminal in fact, he raised his bat. मैंने तभी कहा था, एक गेंद भी नहीं हुई थी दूसरी पारी में, मैंने कहा भाई गुजरात ये टीम आज हार जाएगी. Sir, this match somehow exposed the death bowling of RR and RWR. Just play deep and don't lose because against Bolt. Again, I'm not going to be worried because this same bowling attack had just won them 4 matches. Avesh Khan was bowling brilliantly. One bad over, and suddenly you're going to say RR के पास death bowling problems है. कहाँ है? नहीं है. एक मैच कुछ साबित नहीं है कि टीम में अचानक कोई टीम रातों रात खराब नहीं होती है. जो टीम्स खराब हैं, I'm talking about RC, DC, PBKS, Mumbai, you will see it. RR after going 4-0, and in the previous 4 matches, Sanju Samson used his bowlers brilliantly. He is, I believe, the smartest Indian captain in this IPL. He's making things happen. कल से पहले He didn't make a wrong bowling choice. He didn't make a wrong fielding place choice. Kal, he didn't make a mistake by going to Avesh because he'd been going to Avesh for every single last over before this. Ab kal nahi chale, to suddenly you cannot say कि Samson ने खराबी की या team की खराबी की. If we're going to praise someone on one match and then bring someone down after the next match, then there's no real point even watching cricket, is there? So let's look at the bigger picture. In the bigger picture, एक आवेश खराब over does not make this team, to my mind, मेरी राय है, suddenly a poor death overs bowling. The fact that you have bowled and don't use him, it says कि आपके पास कितना depth है. आज का बताओ सर, MI versus RCB, two of the worst teams in this IPL. जो भी है, मजा आने वाला है, बहुत मजा आने वाला है. But yeah, both teams are so bad. Uh, you want a prediction from me? Mumbai by a whisker only because of Jasprit Bumrah factor. If Rian Parag continues to play like this, will he get the boarding pass for Caribbean? This question has been asked before. I would like to see him given his brilliant form, but just like Dubé brilliant form and just like Rian Parag's brilliant form, I'll ask you the question: who do you drop? The top four is locked: Rohit, Jaiswal slash Gill, Virat Kohli, Suryakumar Yadav, then probably Rishabh Pant. Who do you drop from the Indian team to accommodate Dubé and Parag? Because Rinku is behind. I still feel R has a good score, but they're being lucky many times. Some drop catches saved them. They have very short batting and weak death bowling. I'm actually not seeing that because Shimron Hetmeyer is there. Dhruv Jurel की batting नहीं आ रही है. I think they have batting depth and the bowling. I mean, I'll say it again. They have the best bowling in this IPL. So not quite sure, but I'll respect your view, Shubhaji. Kuldeep Sen came out of nowhere. Never heard or seen him. You've not seen Kuldeep Sen. Kuldeep Sen has played for India. I'm surprised you've not seen Kuldeep Sen. He's been injured. Kuldeep Sen was so good last time in the IPL 2 years ago that he played for India. But on his debut in Bangladesh, he got a back stress. I'm surprised you've not seen Kuldeep Yadav. He's been around for a long time. He's done very, very good things. Nobody should be surprised at what they saw yesterday. It was these kind of bowling performances that got him into the Indian team after playing for RR 2 years ago when they got to the final. Indians and Pakistan love talk about fixing when everything goes against their wishes. बिल्कुल सही है. I'm shocked कि एक मैच के बाद ये fixing की बातें कहाँ से आ रही है. Really, really surprised. RR needed one loss or you know the 11-0 effect. There you go. एक दो loss अच्छे होते हैं franchise के लिए. करासन की टीम 2008 की तरह बैलेंस थे. 8 में एक्चुअली कम बैलेंस थी क्योंकि वो पहली बार आईपीएल हो रहा था. आरआर चली because of 3-4 players. Sohail Tanvir, Shane Watson, Yusuf Pathan, and the genius of Shane Warne. They had bits and pieces, but I think the balance is actually better when you look at Jaiswal, Butler, Bode, Ashwin Chahal. Man to man, this is a far better team. That team won because Shane Warne got the best out of a lot of players. I went with anger on field to umpire and attitude after the whole thing. हाँ तो ऐसे बोलो ना. You said loses composure. Yeah, I mean, look, there's a reason why I was very skeptical about Shubman Gill being named captain. I understand from a brand perspective value, he's your biggest player. He's the blue-eyed boy. He got a lovely face, good skin, lovely teeth, good hair. वो model type लगते हैं. तो इनको promote करने में franchise का फायदा है. But he has zero captaincy experience. And frankly, I've not been too impressed by his captaincy even before last night's aggression. Yes, I agree with you, Kumar. Yesterday, he had no use throwing the ball. Surely he was fine. Surely he'll dock. But ऐसे बड़े player को यार 8-10 लाख कम होने से क्या है? The point is you cannot behave like that with an umpire. So definitely. But again, you know my stance. I'm not impressed by Gill's captaincy at all. आज तो बैटल ऑफ क्लाउन्स है जय भाई. आज का मैच, यही कहूंगा आज के मैच के बारे में, एंटरटेनिंग होने वाला है. क्रिकेट स्केल बेशक थोड़ा कम होगा क्योंकि ये दो बिल्कुल फालतू टीम्स खेल रहे हैं, पर एंटरटेनमेंट बहुत आने वाला है आज. आवेश खान ने लास्ट दो बॉल बेकार डाली. यॉर्कर ने 18 ओवर में उनसे सिर्फ 7 रन दिए. बिल्कुल एक ही खराब ओवर गया है डेथ में 4-5 मैच में आवेश खान से. टाइम दो बंदे को. ऐसा नहीं कि वो हर मैच में खराब कर रहे हैं. इससे पहले there's a reason why Samson's been going to him and not Bolt. So one 2 bad balls and we're going to start saying RR have bowling problems. Come on, let's be a bit more sensible. Gaurav कह रहे प्रयास भाव impossible. Yeah, I don't see him going. What do you think of post match? Yes, Samson was at a loss of words. That's what I'm saying. I just referenced it. It's because अब तक Samson के सारे calls डॉट पे रहे, बेहतरीन रहे. कल उनका कॉल सही था. आवेश खान ने बेहतरीन बॉलिंग करी पिछले 4 मैच में. एक मैच में नहीं चले तो थोड़ा शॉक तो थे कल सैमसन. अगर आईपीएल फिक्स होता तो मुंबई को 5 साल नहीं लगते आईपीएल जीतने में, लेकिन कुछ को देखकर बुरा लगता है. हाँ, बुरा लगे, बट ये एक मैच के बाद फिक्सिंग वाली बातें, I don't know. I find it very, very funny. No, sir, I'm not criticizing Abid. I'm trying to say that after losing Sandeep to injury, they're not having anyone to support. No doubt, Samson. No, they have. They have Trent Bolt. Samson is not bowling Trent Bolt at the 19th over, 20th over. That's his decision. But they have plenty of options. Kuldeep Sen is also a very, very good death bowler. That's why when you have someone like Sandeep Sharma sitting behind, that just shows how good your depth actually is. Nothing to worry about Arasan Royals after one bad over. Nothing at all. लेफ्ट राइट हैंड कॉम्बिनेशन ने बॉल को थोड़ा डिस्टर्ब कर दिया, इसलिए वाइड यॉर्कर की जगह वाइड जा रही थी. पॉसिबली. द बैटल ऑफ ट्रैशेस, बिगर ट्रैश लूजेस. डिवाइन सोल. यहीं भाई एक फन क्वेश्चन, मॉडर्न डे पाकिस्तान वर्सेस आरसीबी कौन जीतेगा? फॉरगेट पाकिस्तान, आई वुड से साउथ अफ्रीका वर्सेस आरसीबी कौन जीतेगा. क्योंकि जहां साउथ अफ्रीका आज तक कभी कोई आईसी ट्रॉफी नहीं जीत पाई, वर्ल्ड कप, वहीं 16 साल में आरसीबी कभी आईपीएल नहीं जीत पाई. और मैं ये कह चुका हूं कि मेरे लाइफ टाइम में ना तो साउथ अफ्रीका कोई वर्ल्ड कप जीतेगी और ना आरसीबी कभी आईपीएल जीतेगी. ये मैं बहुत साल से कह रहा हूँ भाई. मैंने बहुत क्रिकेट देखा 28 साल में. Sir, I criticize RR because I've seen them coming down to number 5, 6 on second position last year, losing 5 matches back to back because they are little bitches and have injury prone fast bowlers. Last year was last year. This year is this year. Nothing to worry about. Nothing to worry about. Slow over it also contributed to RR's loss. They lost an extra fielder which could have given up at least one boundary. Again, that is the Sanju Samson's problem. So he has to be blamed for that. The captain has to be better. But yes, that's a factor. GT ऐसी clutch situations में कभी nervous नहीं होती. Do you think they'll win the way the openers were batting? No, I did not think they were batting because that they were going to win because of like I said, there were too many anchors in that team. The good news is they finally brought in Matthew Wade. They said goodbye Williamson. They brought in Abhinav Manohar. They said goodbye B.S. Sharath. It's going to take a few matches, but I definitely believe that the more you back players like Abhinav Manohar, Shahrukh Khan, Matthew Wade, they'll give you results as compared to these anchors. Gujarat will not make the playoffs, is my prediction, because the team on paper is just not good enough. You cannot fill the void left by Mohammad Shami's absence. You cannot fill the void left by Hardik Pandya's absence. Shubman Gill is having to bat 20 overs, just like Virat Kohli is having to bat 20 overs, but he's not getting big hundreds, and there are just not enough pieces of the puzzle coming together. I don't know what Vijay Shankar is doing. He had a great last year. Shankar has to be removed, just like you removed B.R. Sharath, just like you removed अभी मैंने उनका नाम लिया, Kane Williamson. You need to get Shankar out of your team. You got to hope that David Miller comes back. जिस दिन David Miller fit टेस्ट पास करेंगे, इस टीम की स्टेटस बढ़ जाएगी. But right now, bowling is not working. Rashid के अलावा मोहित शर्मा, one good match, two good matches. His trajectory's gone down. Too many visible cracks for me to say that GT were going to win more clutch situations. They blew that match against Punjab, and they very nearly lost yesterday. So it's for me, it's what I'm looking at the pattern across 5 matches, 6 matches for GT. Too many obvious problems. Even is the battle. Even it is the battle between clowns, I'll go with the blue one as they have a playing level with Boom and also Green's redemption loading. I'll go with Mumbai by Whisper too. I wish South Africa should have one title. Yeah, I do. I do as well. Sanju Samson and Riyan Parag should play T20 World Cup 2024. Okay, they won't, but okay. Sir, between SRH, LSG, GT, and KKR, who can make the playoffs for this year after RR? So I'll say it once again. My top four before a ball was bowled in this IPL were RR, CSK, LSG, and SRH, and I'm sticking with these four teams. But you're asking me, actually, sorry, after okay, RR, CSK. I'm going to say between the options you've given me, it will be SRH for sure, and one between KKR and LSG. ये भाई आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट सवाल ये बड़े डेंजर होते हैं यार. आउट ऑफ आउट ऑफ कॉन्टेक्स्ट सवाल। दोस्त को लैंड टावर गोवा ले जा रहा हूँ, कहाँ ले जाओ, देहरादून से हूँ, कचरा नहीं फैलाऊंगा। देखो लैंड टावर बहुत छोटी सी जगह है दोस्त, आप 1 घंटे में 2 घंटे में आप पूरा लैंड टावर घूम सकते हो। पार्किंग का देखना, चार दुकान में आजकल पार्किंग मैंने सुना है बिल्कुल नहीं, जगह नहीं है वहां पे पार्किंग की, गाड़ी आप रख सकते हो नीचे। Walk up from Landauer, stop at Doma's, have some momos. They have good coffee. Walk up to Char Dukan, sit at Tip Tops, sit at Vipinji's cafe. If not there, sit at Anil's cafe. Sit in the garden, have some food. Walk to Chakkar, go to Lal Tibba, come back. Walk to Chakkar, cross Kellogg's Church, cross the Mandir. Go to Sister Bazaar. Maybe take a picture outside रोक पी क्या है वो लैंड आवर कैफे एंड कम बैक। 2 घंटे में आप आराम से लैंड आवर देख सकते हो, उसके आगे कुछ देखने के लायक है नहीं वहां पे दोस्त। How good is Rashid Khan? You rate him higher than Jadeja in T20s? I mean, Rashid Khan has been the number one all-rounder far longer than Ravindra Jadeja has. So his batting is not of the status or the stature of Jadeja, but he has that crucial skill. He's a he's a finisher when he wants to be. When he wants to be. Overall, long term, Jadeja is the better all-rounder. But for batting firepower, for cameos, Rashid Khan, hands down. ये रियान पराग एंड संजू तो बहुत ज्यादा ही कंसिस्टेंट होते जा रहे हैं, लुक्स अनरियल। Parag, we've discussed. No one could have seen Parag doing the things he's doing. Samson, I'm very surprised because Samson हर आईपीएल में जब से ये दुनिया शुरू हुई है, एक 50 मारते हैं, दो 50 मारते हैं, फिर 10 मैच तक कुछ नहीं करते हैं। इस सीरीज में, इस आईपीएल में 5 मैच में 3 50। समथिंग इज चेंज्ड इनसाइड संजू शर्मा। लेट्स होप इट लास्ट्स। राधे राधे। वे थिंक आरआर लॉस्ट द मैच। भाई हम तो ऑलरेडी ये 20 मिनट से डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, आखिरी के 2 ओवर में आरआर वहां मैच हारी, दैट्स इट। आई थिंक कोहली विल स्कोर विद बेटर स्ट्राइक रेट 170। I hope so, but the Jasprit Bumrah factor is looking very, very difficult for me to overcome. I think today Bumrah will get his man early. बाकी अगर वो बुमराह को खेल जाए तो मुंबई की इतनी रद्दी बॉलिंग है कि आराम से विराट कोहली यदि चाहे तो उस बैटिंग ब्यूटी पे वो 170 plus, he can definitely play with a 170 plus strike rate against a team as bad as Mumbai Indians. But the Jasprit Bumrah factor is what I think is going to shut Virat Kohli down today. If Rohit Sharma decides to move on next year, which franchise is best suited or which franchise desperately needs him? I've never given this a second thought, but if you want an answer quickly, I would say Punjab need a captain and GT need a captain. Such poor display of bowling and fielding by both sides. It was a very sloppy day, but this is what makes these last ball finishes fun. Fell for poor Kuldeep and he's got good pace till he gets very less chances. Yeah, he's also been sidelined. But you bowl like this, you bowl that pace, you bowl people out with pace and movement, you'll come back to the Indian team. अगर WTC ग्राहम स्मिथ के टाइम हो तो सर आपका एक टाइटल तो जीत जाती। हाँ, हो सकता है, बट क्या है वो, अगर मेरी मौसी के मूछे होते तो वो चाचा, क्या है वो लाइन ऐसा, तो that's what I would say. Why this IPL looks like a rebirth sud. I don't know what you're trying to say. Rebirth sud. Okay. What's the best bowl in death if a player can't execute Yorkers? Uh, Slow ball out the back of the hand. Try and force shots. Don't bowl short. Don't bowl good length. Never bowl good length, and don't bowl full tosses. If you can't bowl the Yorker, get that slow back of the hand delivery. Virat just needs support from the batsman today. He will definitely score big. If he scores big, RCB should win. But the point is, Green और मैक्सवेल को कब तक ये टीम खिलाएगी? दोनों अटर डिजास्टर रह चुके हैं। इनमें से एक अगर चल गया ना, 30-35 रन, तो विराट के रन भी और बढ़ जाएंगे, इसमें मुझे कोई डाउट नहीं है। ऑफ टॉपिक, आई एम वाचिंग दिस लाइव स्ट्रीम फ्रॉम डेनवर कोलोराडो। अरे वाह, क्या बात है। आई लव डेनवर, फोर्ट कॉलिंस, Estes Park. I love that area. And I'm following you since fake rainy days. But yeah, so nice to hear from you. Thank you. Thank you. Sanju Samson bowling changes debatable. Only yesterday. Before this, the 4 matches which they won, he was spot on with his. We discussed this already in this live stream as well as in the last 2 RR reviews. Samson, to my mind, has been spot on Yesterday, his decision wasn't wrong because Avesh Khan didn't suddenly become his go-to bowler for the last over. He's been that bowler in every single match before this. So he was spot on with his thinking. Unfortunately, Avesh Khan bowled a trash over. So otherwise, Samson has been spot on. What Samson's problem is the over rate because his weakness cost them two fielders. So yeah, अगर मेरी चाची के मूछे होते तो वो चाचा हाँ that's what I was talking about. If Graham Smith had this ifs and buts पे तो यार मैं भी आज तक पता नहीं एक दो ये जो ट्रॉफीज रखे हैं these are all individual trophies. मेरे पास ऐसे 10-20 और होते बट कोई नहीं. अम, अगर पंजाब वाली टीम बदल कर अशुतोष शशांक को खिला सकते हैं तो आरसीबी 4 मैच के बाद टीम क्यों नहीं बदल रही है? Amit bhai, the elephant in the room. That's all I'll say. There's a lot of discussion regarding right to match in next mega auction, which like how many should be rewarded. I think they keep the same thing. This is what I asked before. Just keep the standard 4 players that you've had all these years. Simple as that. Suddenly I regained interest which I had lost in IPL in last few years. Why did you lose interest? और ऐसा क्या हो गया इस IPL में कि आपका interest वापस आ गया है? Because to me, since 2008 to now, all the IPLs look the exact same. That's just my personal observation. I see no difference in any IPL. तो बताइए, we're very keen to hear कि आपको क्या ऐसा क्या हुआ था कि आपने interest छोड़ दिया और ऐसा क्या हुआ कि आपका interest वापस आ गया? Where do you see Tewatia as a player? Batting in the middle order, number 6. I don't think RCB will change 11. They'll go with same 1 or 2 bowling changes. Exactly. I don't think. सर कल आपका कैप्टन नहीं चला. हाँ कल नहीं चला. आज मेरे कप्तान है डिस्पाइट माय रिजर्वेशंस मेरे कप्तान है विराट कोहली और मेरे वाइस कैप्टन है आज बताता हूँ मैं. आई ओनली पिक विराट कोहली क्योंकि जो लीग में खेल रहा हूँ जहां पे मैंने पैसे कमाए थे पहले हफ्ते में जहां पे लास्ट मैच में मैं बहुत लास्ट वीक के स्टेक्स में मैं बहुत कम मार्जिन से हारा. आई ओनली गॉन टू विराट कोहली. विराट कोहली को जब भी मैंने कैप्टन बनाया इस आईपीएल में यानी कि एक बार वो नहीं चले. बाकी मेरे जो सारे दोस्त हैं कॉलीग्स है जब उन्होंने कोहली को कैप्टन बनाया था तो वो हर बार चला. तो आज मैंने मर्फीज लॉ के बेसिस पर मैंने विराट कोहली को कैप्टन बनाया था और मेरे कैप्टन है मेरे वाइस कैप्टन है आज सूर्य कुमार यादव. Table Gill ahead of Kohli. Gill's ceiling is higher than the strike rate. He can score similar runs as Kohli and higher strike rate. Jaiswal and Gill should open. At the World Cup, you're saying? At the World Cup, yes, but we all know what the top 4 of the World Cup is going to be. Will Jacks play today? That's a good one. Will Jacks or will Jacks play today? I don't know. I've been saying कि Jacks को खिलाना बनता है लेकिन पता नहीं. Interesting. Will Jaiswal open the T20 World Cup despite his poor form? I think so. If not him, then who already discussed? Impossible to ignore Shubman Gill right now. As the quality of Indian domestic player increase, hence we're seeing the IPL. Bilkul, bilkul. We've discussed the runoff effect of the IPL on domestic cricket. I don't feel 8 retention होनी चाहिए थोड़ा तो fun हो जाए. 8 नहीं 4. वैसे ही talking about myself मेरा टीम में कम है और मैं नहीं करेगा. सही बात है. I like the attitude. I'm watching from Philly. Oh, yeah, from Philly. Fantastic. A lot of my family is from that region. मेरे जो नाना जी थे, he grew up in Philly, and he says that when he was a very very young boy, एक फिलाडेल्फिया में एक Philadelphia cricket and tennis ऐसा कुछ ground हुआ था. I believe now it's called the Philadelphia Tennis Club. He remembers being a very poor a young boy walking from work, and he would say कि ये जो बहुत posh अमीर लोग का जो एक ये क्लब है जो ब्रिटिशर ने शुरू किया था एक खेल वहां पर खेला जाता है called cricket. एंड ही नेवर हर्ड ऑफ क्रिकेट. फिर ऐसा हुआ कि बहुत बहुत साल बाद उनकी पोस्टिंग फिर अहमदाबाद में हुई थी एंड देन ही गॉट टू नो क्रिकेट. बट आई यूज्ड टू ऑलवेज वंडर यूएस में क्रिकेट एक्चुअली पॉपुलर हुआ करता था. देन मेरे नाना जी ने मुझे बताया था बहुत बहुत साल पहले, अब तो है नहीं मेरे नाना जी, वो कहते हैं कि फिलाडेल्फिया में एक्चुअली क्रिकेट बेसबॉल से पॉपुलर था क्योंकि अंग्रेजों ब्रिटिश ने वहां पे उस गेम को पॉपुलराइज किया था. और एक बॉलर है जेम्स बर्टन किंग जो कि अपेरेंटली बहुत तेज गेंदबाज थे. ये फिलाडेल्फिया से आए थे. तो फिलाडेल्फिया एक्चुअली हैज अ वेरी वेरी not anymore had a very very deep cricketing culture. So Rishabh, if you've heard this place, please share some more information. And Don Bradman's team played this ऑल अमेरिकन टीम जहां पे ये जे बार्टन किंग मेरे हिसाब से जो कि फिलाडेल्फिया के निवासी थे, he apparently had even Don Bradman saying, wow, this guy's got some pace. See, small things we find out in life. Thanks for your comment, Rishabh. Sir, in T20 cricket, batting team mostly wins. Why it's so? Um, it's not always the case, but captains prefer to know what they want to do. Then we have the due factor. So at least in the last 4 or 5 years, the due factor has given rise to this series that you're saying. मतलब आज कोहली नहीं चलेगा, मैं चाहता हूं कि वो ना चले क्योंकि बाकी सबके पास वही कप्तान होंगे, if that makes sense. Maybe one has to have a big six meeting machine in their team side. Do you see Ryan Parag think that's clock? I would love to see Shivam Dube do it before him, but we all know in this current T20 lineup, it's impossible to fit in Parag or Dube because then you have to drop the big names. And I don't see the selection committee doing that. If IPL can have a drama like script, then I know what it is to join the bandwagon and drama is fun. IPL for 16 years has had drama at its core. That's why it's so popular. Sanju Samson has been in great form, first choice keeper of the World Cup. Um, this question is asked to me in every single live stream. Here is my take on this, and please feel free to disagree. Where is Sanju Samson scoring his runs from? Bataiye. Number 3. Who's going to bat at India at number 3? Virat Kohli. You can argue कि जय भाई आप क्या बात कर रहे हो, सैमसन अगर फॉर्म में जा रहे हैं तो वो नंबर 7 पे आके भी बैटिंग कर सकेंगे. Possible, but Sanju Samson is scoring runs batting at number 3. The first vacancy for a keeper in India's predicted T20 lineup is nothing before number 6. Your top 5 will locked him. And I'm putting Rishabh Pant as number 5. Samson might get into the squad on the volume of runs, but he won't play a game because he's batting at number 3. And where would Sanju Samson bat in India's 11? Not before number 6. So by that logic, I don't see him getting into the 11. He might go on the basis of form and volume of runs, but he won't play a game because जो बंदा नंबर 3 पे खेल रहा है उनसे एक्सपेक्ट करना कि वो अचानक नंबर 6-7 पे आकर मैच फिनिश करे, मेरे हिसाब से that's a bit unfair. But hats off to Samson for staying relevant in World Cup discussions. ये मैं बुमराह को कैप्टन बना दो यार. मैंने जब भी किसी बॉलर को बनाया ना इस साल नहीं चले तो it's a batsman's game. I'll always go for the batsman. Which shot Gill plays better, lofted straight drive of fast bowler or a short arm jab? Short arm jab. No, I have not heard of the ground. Can you share complete name? Rishabh, I don't remember, but it just Google it. No, Philadelphia Cricket and Tennis Club. I think that's what the name was called. I don't think that's the name anymore. Um, about 70, 80 years ago, when cricket stopped there, it became a full-time. It's basically it's a privileged white man's tennis club, as far as I last know. I think they have a golf green there now, but it used to be called the Philadelphia Cricket and Tennis Club. You can just Google it. इंडस्ट्रियल एवोल्यूशन आने के बाद लीग चालू है और टेस्ट क्रिकेट उसमें फिट नहीं हो पाया, इसलिए यूएस में क्रिकेट कम होता गया. That's also a very, very good factor. You're right. Will Virat change the approach today and play with higher strike rate? Can't afford a semi to 100 and ground like Wankhede. Cannot, but like I just said, if Green and Maxwell and Duplessis, if they can all give 20, 25 runs, you probably will see Kohli's strike rate go higher. But I have a doubt whether he can get past Bumrah in the power play. We should get rid of the toss across formats. Away teams will give him the choice to elect to bat or bowl. I don't think so. Why would you do away with the toss? So your thoughts on Champions League coming back? जगह कहाँ है भाई? जगह कहाँ है? George Washington likes cricket. I think he might have liked cricket. I don't know about that, but अब कौन आ गया my gate पे? ओह कुछ मिंत्रा से आ गया. Anyways, guys, good fun. Thanks for watching. Good questions, good debates. Love all of your questions. Nice to hear that we have Rishabh from Denver and was it Sprayas from Denver? Good to see you all. Love you all. Have a great day. मैं आपसे कल मिलूंगा मैच के बाद. Go over to my Instagram account. It's jamie.alter. I put up reels in the morning to recap the match. Check it out. बाकी आप लोग ने सब्सक्राइब किया होगा. यदि कोई व्यक्ति है जो मैच जो ये लाइव स्ट्रीम देख रहा है जिन्होंने सब्सक्राइब नहीं किया, सब्सक्राइब करिए. और जाते जाते भाई की रिक्वेस्ट पर लाइक ठोकना, क्योंकि जितना भी आप लोग लाइक बटन ठोकेंगे उतना ही इस वीडियो की रीच बढ़ जाएगी। लव यू ऑल, टेक केयर, जय हिंद।